What's up guys, I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never and welcome back to another one of my videos. If you enjoy this style of content, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. As always, none of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
Alright, now I'm going to start off with the usual Bitcoin technical analysis update. So if you guys have been watching any of my previous content, I've been talking about how I am extremely bullish on the weekly time frame. And the reason that I am extremely bullish on Bitcoin's weekly is because we have had a support and resistance flip. Previous resistance has now become support. You can see that we basically came down here and got very close to bouncing off of the all-time high. From a technical analysis standpoint, this is the exact kind of thing that you want to see. Now, in addition with the support and resistance flip, we also have extremely oversold stochastics. And if you go back and you look throughout the history of Bitcoin at when we have had extremely oversold stochastics, we usually have a strong breakout, even during a bear market. And then you also pair this with the fact that the M2 global liquidity is breaking out. If you go and you backtest when M2 global liquidity has broken out, it usually front runs breakouts. You can see we had a local top right here. Bitcoin exploded later. Another local top, another explosion. Another local top, another explosion. And now we are reaching new highs, but Bitcoin has not yet exploded. Now understand, it is a very unpopular opinion to be bullish on Bitcoin right now. A lot of people seem to think we're in a recession. But I'm telling you, when you actually look at the bigger picture, Bitcoin still looks very good. Now this is the weekly time frame. I do want to point out that I don't think the daily time frame looks as good. I do still think that there's a chance that this bull flag does break out, but what I don't like right now is that the stochastics are extremely overbought. And the fact that the stochastics are overbought without us being above the 200-day moving average tells me that there's a good chance a pullback is coming. So I tend to think there's actually a chance that we see Bitcoin potentially form an inverted head and shoulder pattern. And inverted head and shoulder patterns can be extremely bullish. So we'd be looking for price action to pull back. However, we would be looking for price action to put in a higher low. We do not want to see price action lose 76,244. If we put in a lower low, then expect more downside from a macro standpoint. So over the next week or so, I wouldn't be shocked if Bitcoin drops. However, again, the bigger picture still looks very good to me. Now, if we take a look at Oscar right now, you can see that Oscar is actually doing very well right now. Oscar has actually broken back above a $2 million market cap. In my last video, it was about 1.5 million. So you guys could already be up a decent amount. But in the grand scheme of things, this is still very small for Oscar. You can see over the last day, it's had a nice green candle. But in general, I still think this is one of the most undervalued meme coins out there. I talk about it all the time, but Oscar is one of the most well-connected microcap meme coins that I've ever seen. They have huge connections to the founders of Shiba Inu. And obviously, as you guys know, Shiba Inu is a massive meme coin. It's currently the 16th largest crypto and the second largest meme coin, a $7.2 billion market cap. Now, am I telling you that Oscar is going to explode to Shiba Inu levels? No, I am not. But I think that Oscar is incredibly undervalued. When you look at their X account, they're up to 21.8k followers, but they are constantly posting on here, which is something that I like to see. And recently, they actually got a Bybit reply as well. You can see that they posted the Oscar meme on Bybit's post, and Bybit actually responded with the Oscar meme. Now, does this mean that Oscar is going to get listed by Bybit or something along those lines? No, it does not. But the fact that Bybit at least knows what Oscar is a bullish start. But honestly, at this point, what's incredible to see is the Oscar holders. I could not be more impressed with Caller right now. You can see that at this point, 27.4% of the Oscar supply is being staked. That is a massive amount. And this shows me the strength of the Oscar community. I'm telling you right now, if these holders did not believe in Oscar, then they wouldn't stake their supply. Why on earth would you stake the supply of a microcap meme coin if you don't believe in it? So the fact that 10.6% of the Oscar supply is already burned and then 27.4% is being staked is crazy. That is a huge percentage of the supply locked up right now. And that's supply that's not going to get dumped on investors. Now, I'm not saying that the people who are staking it aren't going to eventually sell, but this right here at least shows that they believe in the project. That's a lot more than you can say about a lot of other projects. In general though, if this is your guys' first time watching an Oscar video, I recommend keeping this project on your watch list. I don't have a crystal ball. I have absolutely no idea how high this project can actually go. And also understand, I'm not saying that this project is going to break out right now either. You have to understand it is extremely important to see Ethereum break out. Oscar and a lot of these other meme coins that I cover on my channel are ERC20s. If Ethereum does not break out, then you can't expect them to break out. Ethereum is the leading altcoin and it has a major impact on its own ecosystem. So you also need to keep your eye on Ethereum. All of that being said though, if you guys are interested in joining a like-minded community and getting into projects super early, then I also recommend taking a look at my Discord. We've been making huge gains in here this entire bull run. My Discord's around 1 year old and we've already called 6 different 200x projects as a community. And eventually market conditions are going to turn around again. Make sure that you are properly positioned in the market. But if this is the kind of community that you would like to become a part of, then you can find the link right here on my YouTube homepage. I'd love to see you guys in here. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments whether or not you guys still believe in Oscar long term. If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.